Hello! Today, welcome to a discussion video where we're going to discuss Ancient Gear. Now this is not the archetype Ancient Gear, no, it is the card Ancient Gear. Interesting trivia to start off with. This is one of the two cards in the entire Yu-Gi-Oh game from which the name of the card is the name of the archetype it's a part of. Do you know the other one? It's Dark Magician. It is Dark Magician and Ancient Gear, both the name of an archetype as well. That could actually have been a trivia thing for Yu-Gi-Oh! Feat. What is Yu-Gi-Oh! Feat? It's a series of facts, Easter eggs, and trivia that I've been planning to make at the start of my channel, but I just haven't done that yet. That'll eventually come at some point. Anyway, Ancient Gear. Level 2 Machine type Earth attribute monster, 100 attack and 800 defense. On itself, not really great. This is its effect. If you control an Ancient Gear, you can special summon this card from your hand in face-up attack position. Now, just looking at this effect, you would think, okay, they use special summon it, then use it as like tribute fodder or something, or synchro fodder. Yeah, and a good amount of the Ancient Gear monsters use tributes. Ancient Gear Beast, Ancient Gear Gajiltron Dragon, and Ancient Gear Golem. The unfortunate thing is, what I already find unfortunate about Ancient Gear is that it requires an Ancient Gear on the field and not an Ancient Gear monster. Ancient Gears on themselves aren't really all that great as an archetype. They can do decent in some situations, but Ancient Gear could have held more if it just need an Ancient Gear monster on the field. Then you have Ancient Gear Soldier, or Golem, or Gajiltron Dragon, or Beast, or whoever. But then you could just summon Ancient Gear alongside it to use for like a synchro play or to tribute for the next Ancient Gear Beast or whatever you want to play. Unfortunately, that's not the case. It requires another Ancient Gear. So you may have to use up your normal summon, summoning an Ancient Gear, then special summon an Ancient Gear alongside it, but then what? You've already used up your normal summon by normal summoning Ancient Gear. You special summon another Ancient Gear, they're both in attack position. In that moment, the best thing you can do is overlay them for a rank 2 Xyz, but that's it. And for that to even work, you need multiple Ancient Gears in your hand to begin with. That won't always happen. So in that sense, it's not a great card, unfortunately. What you can do is machine duplication. If you have one Ancient Gear in the field, and this can be through your normal summon, you can play machine duplication, targeting a machine type monster with 500 or less attack, and then special summon as many copies as you can from your deck to the field. I believe it's as many copies and not 2. You summon those to the field. You'll have 3 Ancient Gears on the field. However, that still requires your normal summon, so then you can't tribute them like as 2 tributes for Ancient Gear Golem, for example. You could use there's this Ancient Gear card. It's not actually called Ancient Gear something. There's a top in the picture. Spell card. Either way, the spell card has you tribute 3 Ancient Gear monsters, not necessarily Ancient Gears, but Ancient Gear monsters from your, I believe, just your field. And then it has you summon an Ancient Gear Golem from both your hand and the deck, 1 from each. Ignoring the summoning conditions, you summon them both to the field, which can be great. So when you have Ancient Gear out, like 3 in your deck, you're able to place 1 on the field, and you have that spell, and you have at least 1 Ancient Gear Golem in both your hand and your deck. You can bring out 2 Ancient Gear Golems. And Ancient Gear Golem is cool. 3000 attack and defense, piercing damage, and when it attacks, your opponent cannot activate spell traps until the end of the damage step. Ancient Gear Golem is a nice card, but that's a card maybe for a later discussion. What you could also do with Ancient Gear is do the same thing. Ancient Gear, then machine duplication. And then if you have at least 1 Ancient Gear Golem in your hand, you don't even need more in your deck, just at least 1 in your hand, you could play Polymerization. It's Ancient Gear Golem plus 2 of any Ancient Gear monsters, so you could use 2 of the 3 Ancient Gears that you have on the field. Ancient Gear Golem plus 2 Ancient Gears, Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. That's another thing you could do with Ancient Gear. For the rest of it, I wouldn't say Ancient Gear is a great card, so I wouldn't. If you're using an Ancient Gear deck, I don't think I'd even recommend using it, because it's not that great. If it, as I said, if it would have been an Ancient Gear monster that you need to control, and then you can special summon it from the hand, I would say play 1, 2, or something. I don't know. I'd have to test the deck to really know what. But then I feel it could work as like the tribute fodder for Ancient Gear Beast, Geoson Dragon Golem. But for right now, you'd really just want Ancient Gear Castle. You use that as a tribute fodder or something. Or, I don't know, Gear Town to summon something, or maybe tokens that you could tribute. You can find something out. Alright, let's just go into the tips and trivia, see if we can find something out. But I haven't purchased the set yet. Yeah, bound to be searchable by so many cards. I don't care about this first line anymore because it's too many. Magnet Circle level 2. Special summon 1 level 2 or lower machine type monster from your hand. That could work out. That could let you special summon when you're Ancient Gears, and then special summon maybe the other two that you may have in your hand, or you could distribute it for Ancient Gear, the first one for Ancient Gear Beast. If you have multiple in your hand, you could use Magnet Circle level 2, summon one, summon the other Ancient Gear via its own effect, and then tribute both for Ancient Gear Golem. Could. Machine duplication. Spell Gear. That's the card I was talking about. This looks sort of like a top, right? I know it's like gears, but it looks like a top. Machine duplication, ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. Yeah, I mentioned that. Due to its low attack, this card is best distributed or uses Fusion Sync or Xyz material right after special summoning with its effect. Correct. Also, because it's forced to be summoned in attack position, which is unfortunate. You can't just summon it as an extra defense. Really. Even if it's 800, it is another monster, but having it in attack position at 100 attack, not really favorable. Card is ideal in a graveyard with Junk Synchrons on the fields. Yeah, like you could summon Junk Synchron, then Ancient Gear to make for level 5 Synchro. Or summon it, use Junk Synchron, summon Ancient Gear. Then you have an Ancient Gear on the field, you could special summon another Ancient Gear that you could have in your hand. And then go for level 5, level 7, or even level 9 Synchro. Or, I don't know, polymerization into something. Who knows what you could really do. Those are options. Would be interesting. Junk Synchron and an Ancient Gear deck. If we're running Ancient Gears, you could. This and Dark Magician are the only country's name are the same as the archetype. You mentioned that. Greek warrior or war beast. Ancient Gear has almost no humanoid features whatsoever, aside from its rudimentary hands and arms and a shape vaguely reminiscent of a human torso. This, along with its ability to be special summoned by the presence of other Ancient Gears, implies that it's either some form of prototype Ancient Gear or a construct made from the scraps left over from their creation. It is essentially a living tool and parts kit, in keeping with its low attack and utility is nothing much but fodder. I kind of agree with that. Almost all Ancient Gear cards have most of Ancient Gear in them. Like the monsters such as Ancient Gear Beast and Ancient Gear Golem, Gear Town, Ancient Gear Castle, even like Ancient Gear Fist, I believe. I think it's called Fist. Yeah. Anyway, this was the Yu-Gi-Oh! Discussion video for Ancient Gear. I hope you liked it, and I will see you in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Video tomorrow. Now, I should mention, one final thing, is that yesterday evening, partly into nighttime, I recorded an almost 1.5 hour long video, completely uncut, no edits, of something that was extremely exciting. Especially for me. I hope I can bring along that excitement to you as well. I'm not going to say what it is about yet, just that it's not Yu-Gi-Oh! Related, but I feel it's still really exciting, so it'll probably be up either today or tomorrow or somewhere this week, and I hope you're really looking forward to that one. Right? See you tomorrow. Bye.